and welcome to Titanium Taras Tarot, and today I will be doing a how to strengthen your intuition video, okay? So this is for basically anybody who watches this at any time, from anywhere, and it's all about helping you to strengthen your intuition. And please help me reach more viewers. I would really love it because I aim to help as many people as I can, no matter how I can, to strengthen their intuition. Not just on Monday, but on every other day. Alright, so please like, share, subscribe to my channel and share my video and whatnot. Alright, so basically how I work with these videos is that I get into an intuitive hit and I write it down and I let it percolate in my mind, and then at some point, well, not some point, but like in order, it generally let all what my mind has, thought of, and what it accumulated and what it has in store that it worked on for how much time it took me to get to this subject to you guys. So today is all about your intuition and its nudges. Alright, so it's very interesting because you'll get like an intuitive hit, and usually an intuitive hit is something, well, it's quite important to see the difference between your intuition and your ego. It's two very separate things. And your ego basically wants to keep you safe, so it'll make you do things just to keep you safe. While as your intuition, your intuition doesn't necessarily want to keep you safe. Its whole point is to help you grow and expand as a soul, because that's what you are. You're an energetic being living a human experience, and that's the way I see it. Might have a different perspective on you and what you are, and that's completely fine. Okay? Now, but generally what your intuitive hits are, it's your spiritual team that is leading you down a path to your expansion. It could be whatever, leading you down a path towards something that it wants you to figure out. And you're like, okay, well, what would it want me to figure out? But just remember that your spiritual team has your best interest at heart, number one. And everything that happens to you is not happening to you, it's actually happening for you. For example, I'm going to use my situation because I can only speak of mine, okay? I was hit by a car at age 19, alright, and I had to put in years to just get back to what I am now. And I can tell you for sure that this was not what I looked like 13 years ago. Actually, I was not awake 13 years ago. I was in a coma. I was put in an induced coma. And when I woke up from that induced coma in February, alright, well, I couldn't talk, I couldn't walk, I had no muscle strength, I had nothing, right? So I had to rebuild, and that in and of itself was an immense learning experience for me. And today I was watching a video where the reader, I don't know her full name, I just know her first name, which is Ashley. That's Libraland. I love Libraland. I just love Libraland. Libraland. 1010. Amazing. I love her. Anyway, she's also a Libra like me. That's besides the point. But she said, most of you almost died, and I laughed. I was cracked up laughing. I really don't know if she actually meant it seriously, but it really actually happened to me. I almost died. I almost died in that car accident. But I didn't. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still doing the best I can. So then I had something else was very interesting to me. But anyway, that is, I can't remember it, so I'll set it aside. Now, your intuitive hits, alright, they are just meant to help you move forward. And generally, your intuitive hits will not make any sense at all. No sense whatsoever. And it is scary, I must say, because I'm a Libra and I love to think and I love to ponder and I love to look at things from many different aspects. Yeah, so sometimes I'll just be like, I'll get an intuitive hit. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Because I'm just like, nay, I don't have enough information. But the more I got used to doing this, the more I got used to understanding that when you get the intuitive hit, it's best for you to follow it, because generally it'll lead to a big payout. Even if your first idea is that it's not going to be a payout, but later down the track it will. Now, the thing is that you don't have foresight. Not everyone has foresight, all right? Meaning that they can project themselves. A better word would be foresight. Would be like, not a lot of people can see an acorn and see a tree, or see an acorn. The possibilities that would come from one thing, right? We're not used to that. Society doesn't allow us to grow in that direction or become that way. So we generally don't think that way. But if you can cultivate, depth of vision, that's the word. If you can cultivate depth of vision, you will be so much better off. So much better off. I'm pretty sure that investors have depth of vision. People like angel investors who would just give money to organizations in order to help them start up, and who know that their investment might not pay off right then and there. They know that it might take a while. Yes. So, those are the people with depth of vision. So, basically what I'm saying is, if you don't have it, you can create it, you can strengthen it within you. In any and every aptitude, any and every skill can be worked upon. See, life is not a set thing that you are going to follow till the rest of your life. Well, it can and it can't. It can and it might not be. It's your perception. It's your decision on what it is you're going to do that differentiates between what happens and what you create. Basically, at the end of the day, you have full creators relicensing on your life. I don't know if I use the right terms, but whatever it is, okay, you have complete and total reign on your own life. You're the boss, okay? So, I mean, if I could get back from being hit by a car and looking like nothing ever happened, when I can assure you that I went through 7 years of therapy, of work, of going back to school, of putting myself into awkward situations specifically for me to expand and grow and expand, to stretch my edges, to push my edges farther than they were, alright? If I can do it, so can you. Alright, I mean, yes, it's not easy, and yes, it took years because I didn't have someone to, well, I kind of had my family to help me along, but not everyone has depth of vision. One of the first things I did was, when I realized that when I woke up and I was like, okay, so I'm not as good as I wanted to be, because I used to have a dream to be I used to want to be a actress in Hollywood. I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to seem like all is well. I wanted that That is what I wanted. But then I got hit by a car, and I was like, yeah, but I still want it. So that means I have to work extra hard to get back to what I was before. But thank goodness, I not only came back to what I was before, I came to what even better. So, and now I'm not necessarily looking for that job in Hollywood, but I'm doing this, which is better, I find. I'm helping the planet elevate its vibration. I am doing my part to help this transition. I can't remember the specific term. But we are moving into 5D. We're going from 3D to 5D, which is like a big jump, and I cannot wait. It's going to be magnificent. It is. And so basically, like I'm going to give you an example. I had a spiritual nudge. Well, I had an intuitive nudge to do one thing, right? Way back in like 2015, I saw this commercial from this lady, and I was like, I subscribed to her thing, and then after that, like a year later, I got like an email from her, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to utilize this, and that allowed me to strengthen my. Well, she was my first coach in spiritual healing, right? And so that kind of opened the door wide for me to go into like this type of work, which is exactly what I wanted at the end of the day. It might not be what pays the most. It might not be what everyone is suggesting. I'm sure that a lot of my family members are kind of like, what are you doing? You are 32. You are still, you're not as far. You're not married yet, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I found what I'm supposed to be doing, which is helping the planet grow and expand into a better planet. Yes. So I know some of this stuff makes absolutely no sense at all. I'm gonna write depth of vision because I just want to. Vision. But one of the ways I work is that it might not make sense right now. Just like those intuitive nudges that make absolutely no sense at all at the moment. But later on, it will definitely make sense. Usually, well, I'm noticing that I get some visions in the day. I'll get visions, any type of dream, like right before I wake up. Those dreams generally, for me, are more poignant because they mean something, and that's when I write it down and I look the meaning up online. I mean, that is how your subconscious or your superconscious or your higher self, or however you'd like to see it, is talking to you. That is how your spiritual team is letting you know about things. Alright? So just pay attention. Be aware of everything that's happening, and notice, just know that most of these things, maybe they don't make sense right now, but later on they will definitely make sense. Okay? So I hope this made sense, because I was just following my intuitive nudges and I was going with the flow and what came to my mind, and that's generally how I work. But sometimes it seems very out there and doesn't make sense at all. So please let me know if you were able to connect with any of this. And so that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified if I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow human beings, because we're all humans, right? I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.